Hi, welcome to Jackie Burns Creations. This is Just Our Imagination, hosted by Kathy Jo DIY and Brenda at Rustic and Lace DIY. This is a fun one. We were required to have 3 items. This is an ongoing collab that's going to go happen every second of the month. So we had to have a Christmas tree. And it wasn't just supposed to be decorated, it was supposed to do something with it, so I'm creating my own Christmas tree. We were supposed to have a crate and cookie cutter. So I did get all 3. This is a mold from IOD, which is Iron Orchid Design, and it just came out this season, and it's just gorgeous. Just beautiful old Christmas tree. Now you can see I put the clay in there, and I let it dry overnight, and then I popped it out. Now I'm putting some wood glue on. It's Gorilla Wood Glue. And that makes it stick really, really well. Just getting it spread around there, and I did put a few hot glues under the edges just to keep it on well and make it lay down. Now I'm just taking some white paint and giving it a coat all over, even on the mold on the clay. This foam clay is really fun. I noticed though you can't pop it right out. You have to let it wait a day. But it's good to use it right away because it kind of curls. You'll see that later. So, I kind of had in mind what I wanted to do, but then it's all good projects. It changes. Changes up when you get to it. Okay, I'm putting a really dark green down on the tree. It's a Plaid paint. I just don't remember which brand it is. But my acrylics, that's pretty much all I use is Plaid. I don't like other ones. Getting it in all the little nooks and crannies. Now I'm putting a kind of a bright green over the top of it. So it helps give it depth and stand out. You can see there's still white spots in there, but don't worry about them. I'll get them. Giving a little brown to the trunk of the tree. And the way the mold's laid out, there's a little trunk you can see within the tree. Now I'm going to give it a little bit of paint, a little bit of snow with my paint. And I'm softening it by putting a paper towel over it and just dabbing at it. I actually need like one of those snows that they use at Christmas time. But I haven't seen any yet. So I'm taking some DIY paint and their wax. It's the clear wax, and I'm going over the top of everything. Even going over the top of the tree and the paint. Because what I want to do, and that I'm doing here right now, I want to give it some dark wax. And if you put the dark wax on, it just muddies it up a little too much. So if you put the clear wax on first and then the dark wax, you get a nice patina on there. Especially if you're using any kind of clay paint or probably a chalk paint. But I love their wax. It's just like butter. Okay, now I'm giving it a rub. And you can see how pretty that looks. Softens the white, makes it not so stark white, gives it a little bit of where you could see the wood grain through it. And it brings out some of the detail on the tree. Okay, here's another mold that just came out of gingerbread people. And this was an IOD mold. And it's adorable. It's so detailed. So I use the same foam clay. I took it out last night out of the mold, and they kind of curled. So it's best to try to use them right away if you can. Get them glued down at least. Now I'm looking at different acrylics, trying to see what I want the skin tone to be. So we want them to look like they were cooked, nice and brown. So I put a little dark in this too, to give it a nice brown look. Love those gingerbread cookies. Giving it a little bit of medium to help it flow nice. It helps it dry slower too. So if you want to do any blending, then you can. And I love the detail on the clothes. It's so cute. And the more you paint it, the more it shows up. Okay, now I'm starting on the clothes. And you'll see what I finish. I didn't show you each and every one. Showed you a little bit, but I didn't show you each and every one. Now I'm painting the Scotty dog. I think this dog is so cute. It's got a little sweater on. So cute. Okay, giving the mom a red dress. Bright red dress for Christmas morning. And now I'm just putting in some details, because they have buttons on them. The little guy, he's got like overalls on with a little pocket in front. And I don't know, I may go back and do it later, but I didn't, I painted their noses, but I didn't really paint their faces. Because you'll see why. They'll show up later, but I thought, well, usually you maybe make a smile on a cookie, but you don't get into a lot of detail with it. Oh, I've got these cute little ornaments for the tree, and I'm putting them down with some hot glue. I got these on Temu. I'm telling you, Jackie went down the Temu rabbit hole. I've had such fun with their Christmas and Halloween stuff, and oh my gosh, all their craft stuff. And even some of their clothes I've really liked. Oh, I even bought a couple of pair of shoes. Not bad, I'm telling you. Okay, I'm putting on some Gorilla Wood glue on the back of every one of them. Now I'm putting a little hot glue on, and boy, I got my finger good there. My little finger. Because they just weren't staying down too much, and I kind of slobbed the hot glue, but you don't notice it too bad. Thank goodness it's clear. Yeah, they were kind of a pain to put down. And I'm putting on some more candy that I got, some fake M&Ms and some lollipops. And a few more ornaments on there, some candy canes. Give it to each of the kids a candy cane. And the dog's over by the little girl want to help her with her candy cane. Okay, now I am putting a little dark wax down on the gingerbread people, because this will make some of the details stand out a little bit more, and their faces. You see how the sweater on the dad is kind of a knit? Okay, there it is, all finished. Hope you like it. You know, and if you see something that I have made that you really, really, really like, send me an email. I think that's in my description, and we'll work out a price for it. Because I end up getting an awful lot of stuff, and I've given it away to so many people, like family. I don't think they want any more, but we'll work out a nice price. Like I say, just drop me an email, or you can even drop me a line in Messenger. At least until I figure out how to do a website. Okay, project number 2. Now, here I'm using the crate. But I didn't get one crate. I got 2 crates. Originally, I was going to put the tree on the back of the crate, and I was going to put the gingerbread people in the crate. But then I changed my mind. That's what's fun about crafting. You kind of get an idea, and you start working with it, and end up changing it. And it's okay, because it usually works out even better. I'm putting on some Gorilla Wood glue on the sides of the crate. And we're sticking them together. And I'm going to put a clamp on there. And I wanted to get them perfectly even so they wouldn't rock and they would sit just fine. Okay, I was looking through all my transfers and stencils and different things. Everything seemed to be too big for the crate. So then I found these. I think I might have ordered these off Amazon. I'm not sure. And I wasn't even sure if they were transfers or stickers or what. So I'm having a look-see to see if something stays along the candy cane, candy type of line. And I see a few in there, like a cookie. So it didn't peel off. And I was seeing if the edges would come up. So I ended up cutting them out. And cutting around them. And then I did some peeling and figured out, oh, they do come up. And I still wasn't sure if they were transfers or stickers. Because they're very different. They're kind of dimensional. I've never used any quite like this. So I used my good old handy dandy tool from IOD, my rubbing stick, and gave them a good rub. And figured out they were transfers. They're very cute. I liked them. And I'm giving them some of the DIY wax, clear wax. The waxes come in clear, white, black, and brown, or dark. And going over it with the dark to give it a more aged look. And here's my cookie cutters. I got some foam from Dollar Tree that I'm going to put in the crates. Just giving everything a cut, and I figured out, oh, maybe I could put skewers on the back of the cookie cutters, and I thought it's worth a try. So I put some on each edge, and I tried to come more down on the top so it didn't leak over the side. And then I gave it another squirt. And being that they're metal, they'll probably pop off eventually, but that's okay. And these are vintage that I got at an estate sale. Oh my gosh, and I looked around for pines, and I couldn't find any pines. I don't know where they are. And in my stash, because I know I've got some. But I found these cedar-like evergreens. And I thought, well, these will work good. And here's just some greenery I had. And all this is from Temu. Probably going to get tired of me saying Temu. But their florals, I have been super impressed with their florals. Their roses and some of their flowers are just incredible too. So I'm just taking them, poking them out at random spots where I think it looks a little bare. Yeah, poke one in there. Poke a few of the small junipers in there. And then I got these, I should have showed you the whole stalk. It's huge, but it's really long. I've got these berries and I'm poking the berries in and about. Very nice berries. And I decided, well, I need to make it look a little more wintry. So I started just taking and dabbing one of my brushes at everything. The greenery, the berries. Oh, and I forgot to tell you, I put moss. I didn't want you to see my moss struggle. We all know how moss is, but anyway, I'm tapping the moss to give it a little white look. And I poked my cookie cutters in there, and there it is. So instead of one project that I was planning on making, I ended up with 2 projects. With kind of a gingerbread cookie theme. Makes me want to go make some gingerbread cookies. Yum. You know, and I tell you guys this every time, but you are so wonderful. You have supported me and left the nicest comments. And I hope if you're new here, you go ahead and hit that button, subscribe. Doesn't cost a thing, it's free. And I have a lot of fun over here. I love creating. It's my life. And here they are both together. So I love y'all, and I will see you again really, really soon. Bye for now.